AI is literally engineering a completely new era for SEO outreach. We're looking at the source material behind the SEO Prompt Pack Pro, which is this comprehensive system claiming to fundamentally shift how link building, guest posting, and digital PR are actually executed. If you're in the digital marketing space, you already know that securing high-quality backlinks is, without a doubt, the most challenging and time-intensive part of SEO. So let's see exactly how this system attempts to solve that.
We have to start by confronting the universal pain points we all face. I mean, if you were still writing outreach emails from scratch, you were probably intimately familiar with staring at a blank screen, just praying for inspiration to strike while the cursor blinks mockingly at you. You're likely dealing with dismal reply rates, and of course, managing demanding clients who expect their rankings to just jump immediately. The source material rightly identifies this manual, daily grind as the core bottleneck holding back modern SEO professionals. And that brings us to a really sharp contrast drawn in the material between the grueling old way of link building and a highly efficient new way. The central promise here is moving away from hours of manual, repetitive labor and shifting to a workflow that is claimed to be 10 times faster. How? By leveraging AI as your own personal SEO assistant. It's essentially about replacing that dreaded blank page with battle-tested templates. So here is our roadmap for the campaign lifecycle. We're going to cover the link building bottleneck, the AI SEO solution, mastering prospecting and outreach, scaling strategy and content, managing clients and workflows, and finally, the ultimate SEO ROI. Let's get into it. Part 1, the link building bottleneck and why manual outreach is broken. Moving to Part 2, the AI SEO solution and your 150 prompt toolkit. Think of the SEO Prompt Pack Pro as a personal assistant designed to fix that traditional outreach bottleneck across 6 core power categories. We're talking about everything from crafting outreach emails and link prospecting to generating content briefs, overall SEO strategy, client reporting, and even workflow automation. The source really positions this as a unified operating system to systematically touch every single phase of a digital marketing campaign. And the sheer scope of this is pretty impressive. The source outlines exactly 150 specific, battle-tested prompts. They're formatted for both PDF and Notion, which is great because it allows operators to duplicate the whole thing right into their own workspace. You can search, filter, and basically use these prompts on the fly during your daily operations. Using this toolkit relies on a really simple, systematic, 4-step process. First, you just find your category. Let's say you need a cold pitch for a health blog. Second, copy the prompt directly into your AI tool. Third, fill in the brackets with your specific details. You know, things like your target keyword or your client's name. And finally, refine the output. You might ask the AI to make it a bit more punchy or just adjust the tone to fit your brand. All right, Part 3, mastering prospecting and outreach. This is where the rubber meets the road, finding those high domain authority prospects and crafting pitches that busy editors will actually read. For instance, the pack provides prompt number 009 for rejection recovery. This is a pivot for when an editor says they already have similar content. The source claims that 25 to 30% of rejected pitches can actually be salvaged if you immediately offer a fresh backup angle. Another great one is prompt number 012 for resource pages. It helps draft concise requests to get a tool added to existing lists, which is a tactic known to convert incredibly well if it's genuinely relevant. Now, here's a fascinating psychological pivot from the source material for dealing with editors. Never ever use the phrase sponsored link. Reframing it as an editorial partnership or content sponsorship completely shifts the tone from a transactional spammy request to a mutual collaboration. It's a subtle nuance, but it's specifically aimed at getting more replies. When you actually put these prompts into action, you see they rely on a very specific architecture. You're assigning the AI a persona, you're setting strict constraints like word counts, and you're dictating the exact call to action, like using a soft yes or no question to end the email. It really attempts to take all the guesswork out of prompt engineering. Let's shift to Part 4, scaling strategy and content. Because we have to look beyond just emails, right? The source material details prompts designed to generate editor-ready outlines, link velocity plans, and white hat blueprints. Whether it's a brief for a data-driven article, which, by the way, the source claims earns 3 times more backlinks naturally, or a map for a safe anchor text distribution plan, the goal here is to have the structural heavy lifting done by the AI in minutes, not hours. I absolutely love this insider tip from the pack. It includes a specific prompt entirely focused on generating contrarian content.
The idea is to build a credible argument that challenges conventional wisdom in a specific niche. It's designed to anticipate an editor's concerns and structure a balanced, opinionated piece so you can stand out in a crowded inbox and, ultimately, generate way more social shares. Next up, part 5, managing clients and workflows. Let's talk about the operational side of things because we all know client management can be tough. The pack provides frameworks for these harder interactions. It outlines prompts to generate polished monthly reports, draft churn prevention emails for those clients who've gone a bit too quiet, and even create standard operating procedures to evaluate vendors. It even gives you a precise framework for responding to that dreaded email asking, "Why aren't I ranking yet?" and how to do it without getting defensive. Speaking of stress, how about sudden Google Core updates? If you have ever dealt with the sheer panic of an algorithm rollout, you know how crucial client communication is. The source actually outlines a specific prompt for this exact scenario. It helps you craft an educational, calming email to a panicked client, explaining exactly why their white hat strategy is safe. Positioning yourself as the calm expert is presented as one of the absolute best client retention strategies you can have. Finally, part 6, the ultimate SEO ROI. So what is the actual return on investment here? The source uses testimonials to really highlight the time-saving benefits. Look at this perspective from an agency director named Raza A. The argument is simple. Turning a 2-hour task into a 15-minute one fundamentally changes agency profit margins and scalability, especially when you're managing dozens of clients. And it's not just about speed, it's about quality. Sarah M., an SEO consultant, points out that sending emails faster is one thing, but sending highly personalized emails faster is the real game changer. The source argues this is the key to doubling editorial reply rates and vastly increasing overall campaign success. When you consider everything we just discussed, the source positions this entire 150 prompt system at a one-time price of $37. The core argument is that the inclusion of both PDF and Notion formats, lifetime updates, and the fact that it's white label ready makes it an incredibly high ROI asset for operators and agencies in the SEO space. So, I want to leave you with this provocative thought. The tools literally exist right now to systematize and accelerate almost every single facet of link building. The question isn't whether AI can do the heavy lifting anymore. The real question is, how quickly can you adapt your workflow to leverage it?